Hi there. This is a level 1 class that we're going to be practicing this afternoon. My name is Haejin. I'm substituting for Barbara. We'll get started here. If you guys have props like blocks, that would be great to have a couple of those and maybe even a strap. Blankets if you have one, or a bolster that I'm sitting on one right now. So anything to find a comfortable seat. So really important to establish one when you start a yoga practice. It's really nice to not feel any pain when you sit for a few minutes, right? So you've got this really comfortable physical body where you can actually go inward into your mind and really just connect to that inner self. So when you guys are ready, find your seat. You can cross your shins, you can sit on bolsters, blankets, whatever you'd like. Place your hands either face up if you'd like to get more energy from this crazy times. Maybe connect index finger and thumb. You can always ground down to just calm maybe the nerves that you might be having, all the stressful thoughts you might be having, just to recenter, rebalance. I like to place my hands palm down just to reestablish myself, from all the outward energy that is being produced by the negativity of this stressful time. So when you're ready, adjust your shoulders, just relax them, maybe pull them down a little, adjust your seat, adjust your hips. Maybe you'd like to turn them around in a circle. And then close your eyes. Start to notice your body. Notice any tightness that you might be feeling somewhere. And just allow that tightness to dissipate as you relax here. Maybe take a few deep breaths. Maybe in through the nose and out through the nose. A couple more times. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Take another final deep breath in. Maybe imagining that you're bringing in all that great energy, positive energy, and as you exhale, just releasing any negative energy that you might have stored in your body. Feel your body relaxing. Allow your mind to start to slow down a little bit, allowing those thoughts to just drift to the back of your mind so that you can bring them back when you're ready. But just imagining that you're creating this beautiful space in your mind for your practice. And just take this moment now to start to feel and connect to your breath, becoming aware of how the breath is moving in your body. Just taking this time to connect to it, just to establish this rhythm that the breath connects, that creates within you. Imagining as it fills and empties your torso. Just feeling the movement of the body as you breathe in and out. Establish your own unique breath here. Make this breath that you're creating now your own. Smooth it out a little bit. Let it flow smoothly and evenly in and out like a tide that comes in and out. Feel the body soften, the mind soften, and the breath smooth and soft and rhythmic. And take this moment now to find gratitude in your life right now, whatever it may be. Maybe you've got a few things you could think of. Maybe it's just one thing. Find gratitude. Set your intention for this practice. Maybe you'd like to find strength, find balance, find peace. Maybe those are your intentions for this practice. When you're finished, turn the palms up if they are not already. Index finger and thumb connected. Take this moment to create your vibration as you make the sound of Om. Take a deep breath in. Gently open your eyes. Come back to the space that you are practicing in that safe place wherever you are. And know that although you might have fidgeted a little in your seat, we did sit here for a few minutes. The more we practice, the more you can learn to readjust yourself, the more you'll find your comfortable seat. It doesn't happen right away. It might take a while, you know, so just give yourself that time to find it. And slowly we're going to find our way to our back, right? We're just going to start to come all the way back. We're going to hug the knees in. Make sure that the back of the head is fully on the mat and your whole spine is resting. If your shoulders are really hiking up because you can't wrap your arms around your knees, you can always grab your thighs, right? Just lift up. Maybe you need to lift up and the knees need to be a little bit further apart. But your shoulder blades, try to keep them down as much as you can. You want this nice long spine. And just hug it in and just take a moment here to breathe into the lower belly. Feel the lower belly. You're really trying to squeeze the thighs to that belly. And as you breathe, you can feel the expansion of the seat and maybe the thighs lifting away as you create space. And as you exhale, start to feel yourself come all the way back down. Your thighs might be moving down. You're emptying out your lower belly. Again, inhale. Feel the expansion. Exhale, contract the belly into the spine, down to the earth. Release the breath. And again, inhale. And exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. Really nice. Place that left foot down on the mat now and gently place the right ankle on top of the left thigh, right? And then start to slowly lift that left knee towards the left shoulder. Reach the right arm through the legs and grab the back of the thighs, back of the shin, whatever feels comfortable for you. You can raise the legs up. You might have really tight hips. You're going to be feeling it in the right hips, right? Flex your feet. Just imagine that inner ankle to be very long, right? You want that inner ankle really long. That will engage your knees to protect any pain you might be feeling in the knees. And then just hug that left knee in and just hold this for at least 6 breaths. Maybe close your eyes and just breathe into this tightness that you might be feeling in the right hip. Flex both feet. Keep inhaling and expanding. Create that space, your breath. Exhale, reach it even further. Feel the stretch a little bit more. Maybe a few more breaths to go. Take your time. Try to take your breath evenly and slowly. Keep your eyes closed and just feel the sensation of the breath in the body. And take one last final breath here. Feel that stretch, release that left foot down. Reach that right ankle away from the thigh, release it. Maybe sway your hips a little just to stretch it out. Let's come to the other side. Keep the right foot down, lift the left foot, place the left ankle on top of the right thigh. We're threading the needle here. We'll start to lift that right foot. Reach the left arm through the legs, grab the back of the right thigh, reach that right knee to the right shoulder. Now you can feel that nice tightness in the left hip. And just flex that feet, lengthen the inner ankle of that left foot, and breathe. Come back to your breath. Close your eyes. Feel this nice stretch here. Breathe in and out. Slow it down. Make it your own. Take 3 more breaths. Last one. And release when you're ready. Oh, you're going to feel that. Maybe release both legs. Just allow the hips to sway a little bit if that feels really good. Then hug that knee in again. Really nice. Lift that both legs straight up. Grab the back of the thighs, the calves. Just hug it in for a moment. Just to squeeze everything in. And release. Grab the back of the thighs. Swing yourself forward using the momentum of your thighs or your legs. Going back and forth, kind of like massaging your lower back, your whole entire back, and come all the way up. Really nice. Extend both legs straight out, flex your feet, right? Engage your whole entire legs here, right? Your hands are going to be by your side. You've got this nice long back. Your chest is lifted and strong, shoulders back. Now, depending on how long your arms are, your arms can be straight or the elbows slightly bent and reaching towards the back of the room. Flex both feet here, and then take a deep breath in. Think of the breath coming from the lower belly, coming all the way up. Inhale up. Feel the chest rising and lifting, belly engaged. And breathe here for a moment. Maybe close the eyes, maybe a slight lift to the chin. Come back to that even breath. Really feeling the connection to the breath, the activation of your physical body. Just feeling this nice sense of calm. Take one last deep breath. And open those eyes if they're not already. Come all the way back. Really nice. We're going to bend the right knee. We're going to place that right foot down. And we're going to just hug that right leg with the left arm, just like that. Now, if you'd like to, you can always place that right foot over to the outside of the left thigh. And maybe this is it. If you have something else in your practice, it's going to be simple twist. We're going to just take a deep breath here. Inhale, lengthen your spine, reach the hands straight up to lengthen. And as you exhale, contract the belly in, feel the twisting from the navel. Start to twist yourself all the way back behind you to the right. Maybe place that hand right on top. Place that right hand on your back. So you're not leaning back. I mean, you can if you like, but don't dump all your weight on that wrist. So you're really still engaging the core. You're lifting up and your spine is still nice and tall. And your shoulders are starting to slowly reach back, right? So your belly is twisting you as far as you can without any strain. There should be no pain here. And you're just going to stay here for a moment, really hugging in that leg, right? Just breathe in here. Close your eyes. Relax your face, your jaws and your ears. And take this time to just find your stillness and notice where your breath is gently moving you. And just allow yourself to be the one in control of your breath. You're creating this even tide of breath. Take 3 more breaths here. Last one. And when you're ready, you can gently open those eyes and slowly inhale yourself all the way back to center. Reach that right leg straight in front of you. Bend the left knee. We'll do the other side. You can keep it here using the right arm to hug that left leg in. Place that left foot to the outside of the right thigh. And using the right arm, really hug that in. Reach and inhale, lengthen that spine. And as you exhale, contract the belly in, twisting to the left. Place that left hand down. Try to keep your spine nice and strong and lifted. Engage the core a little bit. Shoulders, that left shoulder reaching back, gazing back. And then when you're ready, when you found that nice comfortable twist here, close your eyes. Breathing in and out your breath. Just slowing it all down. Your eyes closed softly, journeying inward. And just take 3 deep breaths. And just create it, make it smooth. Take one final breath. And when you can, gently open your eyes. Start to come all the way back to the front. Inhale back. Really nice. And then from here, we're going to slowly come standing. We're going to come into a standing pose here, right? I'm going to actually adjust this computer a little bit so that you can actually see my head. So come to the front of your mat, wherever you are. And let's come into a nice standing pose. Let's establish a really strong stance. So we call this Tadasana, mountain pose. We attribute ourselves, our whole physical body, as a mountain where we can stand tall and grounded, where there's no movement here, right? It's just a strong, steady, we're rooted down to the earth. You can even lift your toes if you'd like to find the establishment of those 4 points in your foot, in both feet. And just place your hands, palms facing forward, shoulders back, nice tall spine. A lot of the times we're kind of constantly moving forward. So maybe using your hips, you'd like to maybe sway yourself a little bit, readjust and feel the points that are grounding you down through the soles of your feet, and then adjust yourself so that you are in this nice strong stance. You're not moving forward, but you're steadily grounded, right? And then just stay here, rooting yourself, and breathe. Close your eyes, finding your strong mountain pose. And then as your eyes remain closed, imagine that you are lifting through the mid-axis point of your body. As you take that deep breath in, you're feeling yourself growing with that breath. As you exhale, feel the lower belly move into the spine to release the breath, establishing this stability. Just feel yourself growing with every breath. And once you are ready, take one last final breath here, eyes still remaining softly closed. And then gently flutter those eyes open. And we're going to learn a little bit of some flow movement here, right? So we're just going to learn that. So as you come to the front of your mat, you're going to take a deep breath in and you'll circle the arms all the way up to the sky, maybe even watching it touch, the hands touch. And as you exhale, you'll start to round and reach the arms away from you and back as you start to fold. Folding forward here, bend the knees a little bit. Just allow the head to hang and really try to establish the belly on top of the thighs, right? So it's really, when we have really tight hips, this is a little difficult. We have this thing where we're trying to do this. So bend the knees and you'll be able to actually touch the belly. And it also creates less tightness and tension on your hamstrings in the back of your thigh. So you can just hang here for a moment. Just allow the spine to reach down effortlessly here. And just breathe into that restriction, that belly breath. Feel the expansion. Just imagine that you're breathing through that lower back. Just allow the head to hang just for a moment here. Maybe yeses and nos with the head. Really nice. And then using your peace sign fingers, you're going to grab the big toes, right? Both of the big toes, and maybe start to slowly inhale here and start to rise up halfway. As you exhale, come all the way back down, forward fold again, which is Uttanasana. And then again, inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Lengthen yourself halfway up, spine reaching forward and up, halfway. And again, exhale, slowly reach yourself down, bend the knees. Just allow, release the big toes. Really nice. And then from here, you're going to slowly inhale all the way back up. Press down through your feet. Hands touch, exhale, hands to your heart center. Just that slight movement to really establish a little bit of a flow. But we're going to go all the way to the full sun salutation here. We're just going to do this 2 more times just to learn what the flow is going to be as we connect it to the breath. So as you take a deep breath in, inhale up, and place the hands together. Maybe watch it touch. Exhale, reach the arms back to your heart center. Again, inhale again. Open up the heart. This time, exhale, contract the belly into the spine. Start to fold forward to your thighs. Inhale halfway. This time, place your hands, slide them to your shin, maybe even to the knees. Lengthen the spine halfway forward. Keep that back of the neck really long, crown of the head reaching forward. And then exhale, forward fold again. Place your hands on either side and then step back. Right foot back, left foot back. Maybe modify, come on your knees if you need to, but we're going to come into plank, right? Nice plank here. A lot of the times we do have our hips kind of high coming up, so let's come all the way down a little bit. Engage the core, lift it to the spine, press the palms down and lift the body away so you're creating space in your armpits, heels back. As you exhale, hug the elbows in. If you need to modify on your knees, you can. Come all the way down, flat back. Maybe the forehead touching the mat, tops of the foot down on the mat. Hug the elbows in. As you take your next breath in, start to inhale, chest reaching up. Press down to the tops of the feet. Reach the chest through. Hug the elbows in. Cobra. As you exhale, come all the way back down. Tuck the toes. Inhale all the way. And exhale, come all the way. This is our first downward facing dog. Bend the knees. You don't have to have them straight. Your heels do not need to be on the floor. Most of us cannot do that. So that's okay. Let's keep the knees slightly bent. Press the palms and press it away. Reach the chest through the back. And just breathe here. Allow the neck to hang. Don't pull it down or back. Relax the neck a little bit here. And slowly bend the knees. As you exhale, look forward. Start to step yourself back to the front, forward fold. Exhale completely. Inhale, slide the hands to the shins, lengthen yourself halfway forward. And as you exhale again, forward fold, Uttanasana. This time, inhale, press through the soles of the feet. Inhale all the way back up. Standing, mountain pose, Tadasana, hands to touch. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Your first full sun salutation, Surya Namaskar A. Let's do one more. Inhale, circle the hands up. And exhale, lengthen as you fold forward, right? The whole spine long, not rounding. Head back. Inhale, slide the hands to the shins. Lengthen yourself halfway up. Exhale, place your hands down on either side. This time, step the left foot back, the right foot back. Find your way to a modified plank or a full plank. Stay here. Take a deep breath. Keep pressing and lifting yourself away from the mat. Exhale, hug the elbows in. Come all the way down. If you have up dog in your practice, you can do that. Tops of the foot down. Hug the elbows in. Press through. Inhale, reach the chest up and through. Tops of the foot down. Exhale, tuck the toes, head down. Start to come all the way back. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Bend the knees. Press the palms away like you're pulling the mat away from you. And breathe. Take at least one last deep breath here. This can be eventually your resting pose, right? And when you're ready, bend the knees, look forward, step gently to the front of the mat. As you exhale completely and fold. And then as you inhale, slide the hands to the shins. Inhale, lengthen halfway. And exhale, fold. Inhale, circle all the way up. Watch the hands touch. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Really nice. Place your hands on your hips. And from here, you're going to step the right foot all the way back. So step it all the way back. About 4 feet away, right? So you're just going to step it all the way back. You want to try to establish a really nice open hip, right? So the whole front body is going to be facing the right side of the room, right? And the left knee will be bent. You're pressing to the outer edge of the back foot a little bit. Your knees can be slightly bent if that feels more comfortable. And your knees in the front can be pointed inward or outward. But remember, your body your anatomy is going to dictate how you feel. If it hurts, if you have it going outward, maybe you need to go a little bit inward, right? So establish that front body to the right. You're going to reach your hands all the way across, right? So you've got this nice long arm, and maybe you want to bend the knees even more, right? Open up. Again, your hips kind of dictate where your torso is, right? So sometimes we're kind of doing this. We're always moving forward. Maybe readjust the hips a little bit so your whole torso is right on top of your hips. Gaze is to the left. And you're just going to stay here for a few more breaths. Really nice. Find your strength, lift away. And then start to take that last breath in and out. And as you take the next one, straighten that front leg out. Try not to lock the knees, right? So we want a slight little bend, right? Really nice. And then I want you to start to reach your left arm forward, like you're trying to kind of stick out that right hip a little bit, right? So maybe put your right hand on your hip and you'll feel this kind of movement of your hips. It's really your hips that's moving. And then if you have a block, of course, you can always place that in front here and maybe place that hand, that palm there, and then you'll start to reach up. You're going to come into a nice triangle pose. Just a few breaths here. Really try to rotate this left thigh outward, so it's kind of moving outward a little bit, right? Really protect that knee. Press through the back of your foot here, the right foot. Really open up your heart, reaching the fingertips so that you're not dumping everything on that left hand. You're trying to still lift and engage the core. Really nice. And as you're ready, take one last deep breath in and out. As you take a deep breath in, inhale all the way up. And place your hands on your hips, really nice. Grab that block, place it on the opposite side, and start to move yourself to the opposite direction here. Bend the right knee, come to the outer edge of that left foot, reach the arms across. Really nice. And then keep bending. Again, your whole body is facing the right side now because we just rotated our feet, so we're not doing the opposite. So here we go. So here we go. Look, you're gazing to the right this time, to the right side, and just closing your eyes here. Gazing towards the right foot, the right knee. Again, listen to where your knees dictate where it wants to go. Right? Really still engage and rotate that thigh outward to kind of engage everything here. Don't relax your legs. They might be burning. It's okay. Keep engaging those areas to protect any joints, right? We do need to be careful. Again, take one last deep breath in and out. And then straighten out that leg. The right leg will straighten. And again, place your hands on that left hip and then start to reach that right arm, and then you can feel that left hip kind of coming up, right? So don't lock that knee, and then you're going to just grab that block next to your foot, place the palms on there, and then we'll reach the left hand up. Again, Watch out for dumping your head. Don't allow your head to relax. Really engage this right side of your neck so that you're not dumping anything there, because now you're constricting things. So lift up, gaze up, rotate that rib cage a little bit to really find that nice little strong, established like spine that's nice and long, right? So remember, the spine goes all the way to your head. Take a deep breath in. Really nice, you guys. One last breath. Keep reaching the fingertips, engage so you're not dumping everything on that right arm. Really nice. And then take a deep breath in, inhale all the way up. And place your hands to your hips. Actually place the block away. Reach both toes towards the front here, like me here. So both toes are facing the front. And then keep your hands on your hips. You can keep them nice and wide. If it's too wide for you, you can walk your feet a little bit closer together. Try not to lock your knees, right? Knees are slightly bent a little bit here, just a little bit. And then when you're ready, take a deep breath in, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, start to fold. We're going to fold all the way down. We're going to reach the hands down. Either it can be touching the floor. If you can't reach the floor, maybe you'd like to have a block to place your palms on, right? Up to you how you'd like to do it, right? And then just fold forward here. Just take a moment. Relax your head. Remember, slightly bend those knees a little bit. Let your head hang. Really nice. And then from here, we're just going to place our hands back on our hips. Inhale all the way back up. Really nice, you guys. And then we're going to come all the way. We're going to start to move our heels, toes, heel toes, until we come all the way to the middle here. Really nice. We're going to do one more thing before we come down to finish up our practice. We're going to either place our hands on our hips. We're going to come into a tree pose. So let's come onto the right foot, right? We're going to bend that left knee, come to the balls of that left foot, right? Continue to breathe here. Maybe you'd like to just focus on your breath for a moment before really finding this balance. Sometimes it's really nice to focus, to recenter ourselves so that we can stay in the balance pose a little bit longer. So as you take one final breath, even it out, you're going to start to lift that left leg, right? And then maybe place it on the inside of the shin. You can always place it on the inside of the thigh. And maybe your hands are on your hips. Maybe you'd like to have your hands together at your heart center. Just close your eyes. Actually, don't close your eyes. You're going to have to see, but really focus back on your breath. Breathe in and out. Feel yourself centered and balanced. Create this nice breath to help you stabilize. And when you take one last breath, release it, walk it out a little bit. Oof. And then from here, we'll do the other side. You can place your hands back on your hips or keep them at your heart center in Anjali Mudra here, if you'd like, up to you. It's gonna establish putting all the weight, maybe shifting the whole body to that left side, bend the right knee, come to the balls of that right foot, and then start to lift that leg, find your balance. You can place it, again, remember to modify. You can always just stay here, right? Your toes still touching the floor. If your balance is really hard here, maybe place it on the shin. Maybe even placing it, again, if you can, on the inside of the thighs. Remember, find what feels right for you. Don't try to do more than your body's telling you, right? So it'll start to get stronger and stronger, and you'll be able to balance. Place your hands to your heart center if you can, and then breathe. Focus on your breath. Really nice. One last breath. When you're ready, walk it out. Oh, really nice. Now that we're finished with our standing poses, we'll start to come all the way down. We'll start out with our legs together, our feet together in butterfly pose. Remember to modify if you need something underneath, if you'd like to sit on a blanket while you're doing this, to rotate the hips so that the hips are more aligned and you're not kind of dumping all the weight into the lower back. A lot of times that's what happens when we have really tight hips. So sitting on something kind of lifts you up a little bit, and that kind of helps you get into a more established pose to kind of secure your lower back. Now your feet can be further away from you or closer to the groin, up to you how you feel. If it feels good, whichever way, try both ways and see what feels better for you. But try to keep a nice tall spine here. Don't try to round here. And then as you take a deep breath in, feel the spine really long. As you exhale, just start to slowly fold. Our hips are the ones that are kind of folding us forward, and our torso is just following our hips, right? Our torso is dictated by the hinging of the hips, and the whole body comes down in unison, right? There's no different movements of the torso. You know, the lower back moves first, and then the middle and the upper, the head, the last. So you come all the way down and breathe. Stay where you feel comfortable. Don't try to go further than you need to, right? It's not just about going all the way down. It's about really just compressing the area in your lower torso, your pelvis area. Breathe. Really nice. Again, the knees don't need to come all the way down. Remember, it can even be a little bit higher. And just being able to just find length in the spine and just holding this pose for a few minutes. We're going to just hold it for maybe a few more breaths. Really nice. Take a deep breath in. Start to come all the way up. Use your hands to help you. Really nice. So reach the right leg straight out. Keep the left heel towards the groin, right? Doesn't have to be all the way to the side. It could actually be even further forward towards the front, right? Up to you how you feel, if you can do it without straining anything, right? So nice tall spine. We're going to start to exhale here. Start to twist to the navel. Flex that foot, right? Your foot is nice and flexed. And you're going to start to slowly walk your hands towards that left leg, the right leg, and you're coming all the way forward. Just staying here for a few breaths, maybe for a moment. Just allowing the fold to happen. Maybe allowing your breath to be the one to guide you with the fold. And when you're ready, we'll inhale, walk your hands back. Inhale all the way back. And we'll do the other side. Bend that right knee, reach the right heel towards the groin, extend the left leg straight out, flex your feet, right? Take a nice deep breath, lengthen the spine, exhale, start to twist all the way, facing that left leg, and then start to exhale, hinging at the hips, come all the way down, as far as you can. You can even slightly bend the knees if that feels better, and come all the way down. Really nice. And you can grab, if you like, your shin or ankles or your feet, up to you. And keep the spine as much aligned as you can. Really nice. One last breath. And slowly inhale back. Walk your hands back to your hips. Really nice. Establish. Oh, you're going to feel the stretch that you've been doing. And let's start to find a way. Let's see. We're going to, actually, we're going to use our block now, right? So if you have any knee injuries, this might not be the best pose. Sometimes people put blankets behind their knees. That helps with the stretching of your knees. But what we're going to be doing now is basically we're going to grab the block. It's going to be a modified hero's pose. So we're going to grab this block, and we're going to just, now for people that have the really tight knee issues, a lot of times you can't put something behind your knees, but there is the option of adding more blocks to sit on, right? That really helps relieve the pressure. So it's really nice to have 2 blocks, right? So you're just kind of sitting on 2 blocks. Your feet can be just kind of like this, right? Up to you. This feels good. You can always have the blanket underneath your knees too. You can add a blanket to help protect that knee, but I'm going to use 1 block. I'm just going to sit on it comfortably. Place my hands down on my thighs. Nice tall spine, shoulders back. And I'm going to stay here and breathe. Just stay, relax. Come back to your breath. Always focusing back on the breath that you have been practicing this whole entire practice. Slowing it down, just allowing the body to relax every time you breathe slowly and evenly. It's like you're slowly going into this state of peace and rest every time you take that breath in and out slowly. Continue to breathe. Your mind soft and spacious now. Feeling the serenity of this pose. Really nice. Take one last breath in. And slowly exhale. If your eyes are closed, open them a little bit. Start to lift your hips a little so that you can grab that block and get it out from underneath you. Really nice. So from here, we're going to extend our legs again. One last time. And this time, we're going to come, you can sit on a blanket if you have tight hips, right? Bend the knees slightly, flex your feet, right? We're flexing our feet. And we're just going to fold here. We're going to start to exhale, and we're going to start to hinge, or our hips are hinging as we fold, and come all the way down as far as you can without rounding your back. And maybe grab the calves, grab the ankles, grab the feet, and stay here. Close your eyes. Just breathe in and out. All your goal now as you fold here is to breathe, is to focus on creating your breath. Breathing in and breathing out. And try to equalize the length of your inhale and exhale. Inhale. Maybe you're counting to 4. Exhale, count to 4. Inhale to 4. Exhale to 4. Just like that, over and over, slowly and evenly. Maybe 3 more to go. Keep your eyes softly closed. Relax your face. Keep the spine nice and long. And when you're ready, last breath. Inhale all the way back up when you're ready. Really nice. So this time we're going to finally come back on our backs. We're going to hug the knees in. Just start to, you can always grab your both knees with both hands and then start to round them in a circle. You know, just feel the movement. You're massaging your lower back and your sacrum, and then let's do this the opposite way. Round it the opposite way. Really nice. Very nice. All right. There we go. Now hug that knee in again. Try to keep the spine nice and long. Really nice. And from here, we're going to start to find our way to a twist. We're going to place our hands in a T or a cactus along the body here. And just going to flex your feet. Knees are going to be above your hips. Shins parallel to the mat. Lifted slightly. And take a deep breath in. Feel the spine long on the floor. Exhale, start to twist all the way to the right. Both knees to the right. Engage the core. Maybe use that right foot. Lift that right hip a little bit more towards the left as you put both knees to the right. And maybe the right hand will help kind of press that and twist it a little bit more, right? Maybe the gaze comes to the left. Your gaze, your head turns a little. If you have any neck issues, you can keep your head, your face straight up, right, facing the ceiling. Just be mindful of what feels right for you if you have any neck issues, right? So be careful and just breathe here. Feel the stretch. You're stretching this twist and you're stretching that lower back a little bit. Feel the stretch. Breathe. Don't forget to breathe. A lot of us forget sometimes when we're concentrating on something, we forget to breathe. We hold it. We hold our breath. I don't know if it's just because of our concentration. A lot of the times we do this and we're not even aware of it. I think we're so focused on whatever we're doing, we forget. But the more you can focus on breathing while you're doing these things, the easier and more natural it becomes. You can actually, hit the bullseye. I mean, it's whatever you're doing in life, it makes things more balanced and you can actually do things easier. Take a deep breath in. Inhale your knees all the way back up, right? Really hug that knee in again. Just release any tension you might have created on that twist. And then again, hands in a T or a cactus alongside you. Maybe come back on the soles of the feet. Lift the heels, the hips a little bit more to the right. And then exhale the knees all the way to the left. Right? Really nice. And just stay here. Use your left hand. Maybe hug it in. And really nice. Maybe gaze to the right. Breathe in and out. feel the stretch here. You're going to feel it in the hip area, probably in your psoas area. All right, take a deep breath in and release yourself back. Oh, hug the knees in. Maybe come into a happy baby. Lift the feet, so the feet point towards the ceiling. You're going to bend the knees down to the floor. You're going to grab the outer edge of your feet. Maybe the arms come inside of your legs. A little bit of a happy baby sideways. Okay. Really nice. Feels really good. All right. Hug the knees in one final time. Take a deep breath in. Squeeze yourself into a tiny little ball. Hold your breath. And slowly release. Breathe again. Extend the legs out in front of you straight. Let your feet get as wide as the mat, and then let the feet fall to the side naturally without any effort, right? Let your hands come up, palms come up, and just slowly place your back of the head down and maybe lift the shoulders so they're equally down. And create some space. Let there be some movement in your armpits and the groin. Close your eyes and just slowly go inward. Let go of all that you might have. Allow the mind to settle. Allow the body to relax. Allow every muscle to release. Let the tension disappear in the muscles in your face, everything relaxing. Your jaws, relax your neck. Let all the muscles release the engagement, release the shoulders, just allow it to be. Relax your arms, allow it to just relax and gently float down to and rest on the mat or the floor. Feel your back, just rest it on the mat. Just let it deeply release down without any effort. Feel your hips, just allow your hips and your bums to release down. No effort whatsoever here. Feel the back of the thighs and the back of the calves and the heels that are touching the mat, and just let every muscle relax and just let yourself drift down effortlessly. Just release all the tension you might have in your body. Just let every muscle, every part of your body completely relax. Let your body do the breathing for you now. Don't control your breath. Just allow the breath to be effortlessly. Notice the rise and fall of your belly as you breathe naturally. This organic movement of your body, this automatic reflex of your mind and your physical body. Starting from the number 11. As you exhale, count down all the way to 0. And surrender into this blissful state of being. Slowly come back to the awareness of your body. Start to move your fingers and your toes. Reach your arms behind you to stretch. Gently bend the knees, reach it towards your chest. Hug it in for a moment. And slowly reach yourself in the fetal position to the right, maybe using your right arm to rest your head. And stay here for just a moment. Feel your body and your mind and your soul. Keep your eyes softly closed now, and when you're ready to come up, gently find your way up. And let's finish off this practice with one sound of Om. Take a deep breath in. Place your hands together at your heart center. May we know the beauty of our own true nature, and may we continue to live in peace and in harmony within ourselves and with everyone and everything around us. In honor of all that we are, Namaste. thanks for joining me today, and have a great rest of your day, and hope to see you in my Yoga Nidra class on Thursday morning, 9:30 on Zoom. Have a great day. Bye.